You know, it's not looking too good for the globalists right now when it comes to the whole climate change Copenhagen Agreement thing. Let's go back to the beginning for a second as far as Canadian government goes. Back in 2002, Harper called the Kyoto Agreement a socialist scheme. That's right, yeah, Harper wasn't too big on it. I like it. I like it. More recently, Harper was kind of unsure if he was going to go to the Copenhagen Agreement thing or not. In fact, he wasn't all too keen on going until Obama said he was going, and then he kind of had to tag along. Plus, a bunch of protesters from Greenpeace climbed the Parliament buildings and hung banners over the sides to protest Canada's reluctance to get on board with this whole climate change agreement stuff. I saw this one on the news while I was in Alberta. They were like, some kind of breach of security going on there. We got 20 people up on the building hanging 100-foot banners, and wonder how that could have happened. I wonder how that could have happened. They got past the RCMP. If you took your climbing gear and tried to go up that Parliament building, what do you think your chances are? My brother used to climb buildings, and he had to be really sneaky just to go up the McIntyre Medical Building. So you can imagine the odds that 20 people would get up the Parliament buildings and hang banners from it. Inside job. Yeah, and you remember that whole Cliametgate thing, and it turned out the emails were real? Yeah, well, now they're under legal investigation. But nonetheless, while I was out in Alberta and I was reading the papers like the National Post, this was the way that they're trying to cover this up. They were basically saying that those emails, they were only joking. They're not really hiding data. And, oh, well, they're really old, 13-year-old emails. Ha, nothing on there recent. We don't even use that system anymore. Try and tell you that emails were old. And they were kind of like, you know, changing the meaning of it. Like the thing with the tree rings and hiding the decline. They're saying, well, that was obviously referring to hiding the decline in the quality of data. So the end result is that things aren't going too well over there in Copenhagen. Now it says here, with just a few hours left before heads of state from around the world start addressing the climate summit, there was still no sign of a Copenhagen Agreement on Tuesday. Yeah, things aren't going too well over there. Nobody can agree on anything. And they're basically saying that they're not going to be able to come to a real climate change agreement treaty, but just some kind of non-binding political declaration of intent. So far so good. Thanks to those hackers. Oh yeah, and Harper too. Thanks, Harper. We're proud of you for this one.